everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Greetings, and I'm sure all of you have been wondering, to those who've already subscribed, have been wondering, when is she going to upload? When is she going to upload? Okay, the time has come now,
Yes.
and I believe there's a time for everything.
Yes,
Yeah, and
definitely.
I believe this is the time.
Yeah.
So today I have a friend.
Yeah.
Lani. I call her Faith. Yes.
Yeah.
So she will be teaching about friendship.
Yeah.
Yeah. So our talk today is based on friendship. So she'll be doing most of the talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. And let me allow her to introduce herself.
Yeah.
Yes, and then we'll take it from there.
Hello guys, hello subscribers, and even to those who haven't subscribed yet, please just make sure that you subscribe. My name is Pumo, some call me Faith. So yeah, like she said, I'm gonna be doing most of the talking because I do talk a lot. So we're gonna be sharing about friendship today. So I'm actually glad that we have actually took this initiative to come here finally at last, and I'm so very glad to be embarking on this journey, and we believe that you guys are going to be enjoying this with us as we continue. We believe the content as well is going to be of edification, inspiration, and encouragement. And if you guys have any comment or any question, please don't hesitate to just post that in the comments, and we'll have a look on them and probably have a session on that.
And then we'll do a Q&A session on Saturday where we'll answer all your questions.
Yes,
Yes.
definitely. Okay, over to you, ma'am.
Okay, what is the true meaning of friendship to you? Like, how do you define friendship? And
Yeah.
all that?
Yeah, for me, guys, how I look at all this thing of friendship, like before I can even embark on what friendship is all about and all of those stuff, I just believe, as a Christian, that everything that happens in our life is actually heavenly ordained, it's predestinated. So I've been someone, even my friends know this, because I always tell my friends that I believe that every kind of association, it can be relationship, it can be friendship, whatever it may be, whatever kind of association, just know that they happen in our life for a reason, and it's God, it's ordained to be that way. Yeah. And as for friendship, when you look at us human beings, we have got needs, right? And wants, but friendship is something that we cannot even classify as a want. It's a need for everybody. That's just how we were made. We were never made to be alone, So those connections are very, very important in our lives, and they play a very, very imperative role in our life. So friendship for me, it's a thing whereby, every human being, like I said, like we have got a need, a need to love and to be loved. You can't live alone. You may not be able to have like a lot of people in your life, but you have one or two that that I trust these people, they're my friends. Even when you're going through the most, if I talk to these people, they can give me a word of advice, and from there you'll be able to navigate things in your life, That's just one of the value of the friendships. So some people, even in my very own lives, I've seen God will just bring some association in my life. Some they were here to stay, some for a season. Yes. But I realized that in all those friendships, there was actually a reason, there was a purpose, Some, I met them to help me at that particular time. Some friendships, they come to just be there and stick longer. Mm-hmm. But to realize that it's not just something which is like there for no reason. It plays a very, very usual role in your life. Friendship helps you to see things the way maybe you never did before. They help you sometimes reach a point where we are unable as people, to just kind of like navigate where we feel stuck, But those friendships, they're always there, caring for us, loving us and supporting us and helping us as well to just continue this journey, So so I think what I can just emphasize the most that, some friendships are there to stay, guys, some just for a season. And you don't have to fret, when some friendships don't last, because at the end of the day, you find that that's just what it was supposed to do for that particular reason, to help you at that particular time, But if you can walk, not really realizing that everything is ordained or is heavenly orchestrated, then you get frustrated, So friendship for me is something that is very, very valuable, and then dependent on people, like what kind of a person are you? Because when it comes to who do you allow in your inner circle as a friend, you know, it's something which for me, when I look at it, I feel like it depends on you as a person. What are your values? What are your standards? What are your principles? Because every day you don't want to come in a association wherein it's draining you, it's taking a lot from you, and then at the day it end up not even adding value in your life, but destroying you. You see? So for me, when I come to a point of calling a friend, one thing I've realized, I think you can testify of that, Lily, it's people that when you come in connection with, there's something in them that kind of ignites something in you. The same thing with you. You cannot just be a friend with someone that you are not in some way feel a special connection to. You know. So these things of friendship, it goes beyond just meet the eye. It goes beyond just like what's on the surface, but beneath the surface. You know, it's a connection. Yeah, let me just put it that way. It's a connection, and a very beautiful, special connection. So when I say, Lily, you're my friend, you know, there's something in you that kind of like somehow, how can I, it's more like I said, it's something in you that ignites me, something in you that I feel connected to, something in you that draws me. And I believe if it's mutual, that's just how you must feel as well. And then we can come together. And then sometimes what I love about friendship is that it becomes so beautiful to a point that you can trust that person. You know, if I can talk to this person, you know, it stays between us. You know, if I am to be helped in some way, they will. And then obviously we have friendships that are not real, that are not genuine, right? And this is where I believe that you must be true to yourself. You know, don't ever compromise when it comes to friendship. Don't ever even feel bad, you know, that, you know, because I think I'm someone who used to sometimes just kind of confront myself. Why is it that when I try to connect to some other people, I can't connect with them? You know, so that thing kind of somehow made me to feel bad. Is there something wrong with me? Then I realized that no, every day I must be true to myself. And the reality is you can't be friends with everyone. That's true. You know, because it's a gift from God. It's fully given. You know, I can't even buy it with money. I can't even wake it up. It's just fully given. So you must be treating yourself in a point of what are your values? You know, like I said before, what are your principles? You know, what are your standards? So this person that you are becoming friend with, do they see do they understand, you know, who I am, you know, in a sense that even when there are some boundaries that they cannot cross, they will be able to kind of like, you know, comprehend that, you know, because I feel like sometimes if you are not careful, you end up letting everyone in your inner circle. And those people at the day, they're just draining you. They're taking out from you, they're destroying you, sometimes even ruining your character. They're not really adding value in your life. You know, there's some friendship that you come across with and you try to form that bond. You can feel something in you is not allowing, but you force, but then you realize that something in you gets reduced, you see. And that could probably, that person, there's nothing wrong about them. It's just that you guys don't have that kind of a connection. Maybe we are good as colleagues, maybe we are good as business partners, but not as friends. You see, so you must be so true to yourself to know what you are looking for. What are your expectations? You know, and do you guys have that connection? Can you trust each other? You see, because I believe true friendships, they're built in love and genuine love for one another and trust. You know, you can't fully trust someone that you don't love. You know, and then again, if you realize that there's a bit of some tension, you know, probably that connection is not there, and then something like that, that's when you find wherein people are friends, they call each other friends, but they're not true to each other. You know, like there's some stuff that I know that Lily told me, and I'm supposed to keep them to myself. Maybe she told me because she trusted me, but then I shared it with everyone else. You see, so I kind of feel like that's where in sometimes if we're not careful, we end up in those kind of friendships. You know, so yeah.
How do we deal with expectations in a friendship? Like for instance, like as friends, like is it okay for me to expect support from you as my friend, or it will come naturally from you as a friend? You know, like there are situations where you just need your friends
Yes.
to be there for you or there with you. You see, and then you find out maybe they don't show up or they are not there. You see,
Yes.
how do you deal with those kind of situations where you have to like deal with things like alone,
Yeah.
or where you thought, okay, she's my friend and I can rely on her, and then now she's not there. You see? So how do you deal with those kind of situations? Because I've seen this times where people end friendships because, okay, I was through a phase in my life and then she was not there. Like, why should I be friends with her? You see, like, where is the limit?
Yes.
Yes, you see.
Yeah, okay. I get what you're saying. So, from my perspective, when I look at what you just put down now, is that expectations obviously will be there, you know, to a certain extent. Just make sure that your expectations are realistic. And sometimes I think we kind of like somehow get to be put in a position when we expect more from the next person.
Yeah.
And then when your expectations are more or unrealistic, let me not even say unrealistic, but you just have more expectation from the other person, chances are you're going to be disappointed.
Yeah.
You know, people get disappointed where they expect a lot, where their expectation, but if you had no expectations, then you realize that, yeah, chances for you to be disappointed are very slim. You see, so for me, I feel like everything must happen naturally. So you're not getting this friendship because I wanna, like, I will do this if you do this for me. No, it shouldn't be like that, you know.
Yeah.
So hence I said friendship is something that which is a gift from God, freely given. And then when it's freely given, there's nothing that you have to manufacture there. Obviously, as friendship, like as friends, you know, there are things we're gonna have to work out to make sure that we keep our friendships, right? Our friendship, but you don't have to manufacture anything. So when we come together, say we are friends, I just firmly believe that that happened naturally because of that connection that I feel for you, the connection you feel for me. Naturally, we just cannot help but to be together. Naturally, we just cannot help but share things together that maybe we won't share with other people, you know. And when everything is happening naturally, whatever that, like, it must come out of that. It will happen naturally. And then when we are neutral, not expecting a lot, you're not having like higher expectation. We're just neutral about everything. And there's something, guys, that I think I must emphasize before I can come to that. Right? Just hold that for me, neutral. So each and every person have got their own personality. I think that's where we make mistakes. And I've seen, I think even in my very own life, there are many times wherein I misinterpreted some stuff in some friendship that I had, and it led to that friendship actually coming to an end. But I'm realizing that the biggest thing was not that, like, there was an issue. What I thought was an issue was not actually an issue. But the problem was that we did not understand each other. So I am cut a certain way, she's cut a certain way. Everybody's got their own makeup. There's something that's called temperament. So we've got about 4 kinds of temperaments. You guys must go and make a research on them. We have got caloric, if I'm not mistaken, sanguine and melancholy, and you know, and the other one which I think it's slipping in, somehow I forgot it. But you can go and make research about those things. So it's very important to understand what kind of personality is Lily, what kind of temperament is Lily. So you have to know your friend and understand them. Obviously, we won't know everything about them,
yes,
but just as a person, like what kind of person are they? Because maybe, let's say for instance, I just hit some milestone in my life, maybe a greatest achievement. And maybe I come to you and say, oh Lily, you're not gonna believe this thing. You know, I just achieved this thing, like, yo, I'm so very happy. And then according to how I am made up, or my makeup, maybe I'm that kind of person that, you know, I just come with the full age. So I just got this thing. And she's just like, oh, okay, really, that's nice.
Well done.
Yeah, well done, that's
And
it.
then you were expecting a...
I was expecting like, wow, you know, let's, you know, all those things, like, you just even open the champagne, like, wow, you're kidding, let's dance, you know, let's go out and everything. And then because I don't understand that, and Lily, she would just respond so calmly and say, really, wow, nice, well done. And then I'll go feel like,
She's jealous.
She's jealous, right? Does it seem like she was not really happy for me? I wasn't expecting something like that from her. But it's her makeup, genuinely. You see, so I have expectation according to how I see life, according to my makeup, according to like to the standard that I've set for myself, right? And I'm forgetting that Lily, she's their own person. She's got her own makeup. But if I understand that Lily, she's this kind of a person, she's my friend, and this is her personality, then I will know even when she's responding, coming not without energy, that no, she's not jealous, it's just her, but she means those words, you see? So I think sometimes we don't understand each other. People may react a certain way to some things that maybe we share with them, and then we end up going away with the wrong vision, misinterpreting their reaction, you know, probably thinking that, you know, how come, you know,
she's not happy for me.
Yeah, and then again, there's something that you mentioned about, like, maybe I'm going through a lot. I want them to be there, but they're just not there. Like, maybe feel like they, you know, they're not really available like I want to. Question is, I think some of the time we are so quick to kind of look things from the other view, like maybe from your view, to say, okay, like I was going through these things, she was never there for me. But did I tell Lily? Is Lily aware of what I'm going through?
Yeah.
Did you openly communicate that I'm going through these things? Like, can you please help me? Like, okay, maybe sometimes you may assume that she's supposed to say that I'm not fine, you know, and kind of ask, but people are not the same. Maybe you can see your friends that today she's not fine, you know, like your friend that today she's not fine, and then you can ask, like, what's going on? But Lily, she's just not that person, you know. Unless you tell her, she won't know. So I think this also kind of like is the same thing with what happens with relationships. I want my person to treat me a certain way, you know, but my person has got his own way or her own way of showing love, you know. But I've got my own way in my mind that I think if someone loves me, they must buy me flowers.
Yes.
And he might not even buy you flowers. He may just simply like help you when you're washing dishes and say, can I please help you? That's his gesture, you know. And that day I'm angry, he doesn't buy me flowers. How can he do that? Something like this. I buy him stuff, but he doesn't buy me anything. But you look at it, he has his own way of showing you love. When he's there, like he helps you, give extra hands and all of those stuff. And the other thing which I feel like sometimes we as people are not realistic is because we expect something from other people to say they must treat us this way. But did you let them know this is how I think I love things to be done, you know? Because if you don't let them know, obviously they won't know. They're always gonna, like, you know, show you those gestures in their own way. And then you go away misinterpreting. And guys, please don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that there are not those cases when you find that friends, they are there, but not really, like, it's not mutual, you know? It's like kind of like one-sided thing.
It's like a friends with benefits kind of.
Yeah,
like I'm going to stay in the friendship because I can benefit something from you.
Yeah, but
even if you don't benefit anything from me.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. You know,
I'll keep you in my corner because I know that every time I run out of something, I can call you and then you can give me.
Exactly. So that's more like one-sided.
That's when when they say they talk about fake friends. Those are the kinds of friends that I think they're toxic.
Okay, and friendship with benefit, one thing that I can tell, what I've learned or what I've observed, right, is that friendship with benefit is more like you and me will reach a mutual agreement. Even if it may be verbally, sometimes not even verbally. You know, people will just throw in that vibe and you know that's friendship with benefits. It's like you and me, we kind of reach that agreement, mutual agreement, that no strings attached. You know, so what I do in my own time, I will do in my own time, or like no strings attached at all, you see. So, but then when we need each other, we can come together for that moment of that pleasure. Then you can give, I can give, I take just for that moment. So for me, I feel like friendship with benefits is like is that friendship which is like, let's be available when we want to go through that moment of pleasure, and we can only be good to each other during that moment, like serve each other, like we can exchange.
No emotions involved.
No emotions involved, but I think that's lie. It's not being genuine as well. Like, how can emotions not be involved? But anyway, what I was trying to say is that there are those friendships when you find like it's one-sided, right? And this is why, guys, I'm saying that you must be true to yourself. You know, don't just allow anyone in your circle. Like, that is something that I'm really, really like. I don't hate people. I love people. I respect people, but I've just learned this in my life recently, that you can't be friends with everyone, and then you cannot expect people to be friends with you. People will still love you. You know, you are their colleague or whatever, but you just cannot come in that connection as a friend. You see, but every time when we meet, we can have a good talk, a good fellowship if we're Christians, a good discussion, but we're not friends. We love one another, you see. So yeah, there are those friendships that are kind of one-sided, and if maybe you truly love that other person, in that case, I will say that don't just back off quick. Like, don't write off people so quickly. Communicate with them that I think when you are going through this, I'm available for you, but I feel like when I need you, you're not there for me. Talk over those things. And then if you realize that you can't reach a common ground, then maybe like in a friendly, polite way, you can just call it a day and just, but not, and just move on, you see. Because I don't think there's anyone who wants that kind of friendship wherein it's not mutual, it's one-sided,
One is a giver and the other is a taker.
Is a taker, there must be like a balance is needed from both sides.
Yeah.
It's like, how can I put it? It's like a relationship as well. And in fact, friendship is relationship, guys. Yeah, because in the day it's connection, right? So so it's like if we because when we say we are friends, it's like me and you, we come into that balance wherein we equate one another. So if on the scale, like if let's say maybe like there's one who's just giving a lot and the other one is just taking, there's gonna be imbalances there. And when there's imbalances, you can't expect things to progress like that unless we are on that equal mode, when we are fully giving in the same, like putting the same effort, all of us show that we need this thing to work. No matter how the challenges we may face, sometimes even external factors may try to come and kind of cause the tension between you guys. But because you guys, you are up for this friendship, you love one another, you can work it out, because there's no one who feels like, I'm dragging the other person. All of you can come together to say, what about this thing? And you can always find a solution around that, So yeah, that's all I can say. Do you have more maybe?
I think you've said enough.
So embrace those friendship, guys. If there are things that are not working out, communicate openly. Make sure that before you can even run to conclusion, make sure that the other person, they are aware of your expectation. Maybe if you can communicate, they'll be able to meet them. But again, let's not get into friendship with the mindset that I want to benefit. That even a slightest gesture, you count everything. You can even tell the person that I bought you this, I bought you that. The day the friendship comes to an end, you are even saying,
you are expecting it back.
So it's not so if it's really given, also if friendship is a free gift, we must get in there, let everything be natural. And even you freely give, and you freely give naturally, if you guys like one another, even the other person naturally, freely, all of you benefit from that friendship. End of the day, we are edifying each other and stuff like that. So
okay. I think that's it for today. We will continue this talk because this is deep. It is deep. So we'll have our Q&A session on Saturday. So if there's any question or anything that you need clarity on, please drop a comment on the comment section, and then we will attend to your questions. And thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe.
Yes.
Bye.
Don't forget to subscribe, guys. And also, from what we were just sharing with you, if you have any comment, any question, need any clarity, don't hesitate. Post all of those things on the comments, down below. And the other thing is, if you guys are also have criticism, they're more than welcome, because we learn and grow from that.
That's true.
So it's just a free platform. Everybody must just feel free. But anyway, thank you guys for joining us. We hope you enjoy this. So next time.
Bye.